So, quick background. Most afternoons, I don't feel tired. I feel wired. You know, that restless, over-caffeinated kind of energy. You start your day off really great, but halfway through, you just don't feel the same. Now, you're not flat out tired, but deep down, you also know that this isn't it. Some mental fatigue can set in, your productivity can slip. And now I know you're probably thinking, why don't you just take some more caffeine? Try L-theanine or any other supplement or protocol that is very popular these days. Here's the thing, I've tried them all. So in this video, I wanted to talk about PEMF therapy and what it did for this situation. So I started testing out the UTK PEMF and infrared mat earlier this year. 3 20 to 30 minute sessions a week, usually using it on the couch. And now it's become my go-to way for hitting the reset button. And in this video, I'll share what it really is like to use this device at home, how it works, the benefits I noticed, and then some of the quirks that bugged me a little bit. And then I'll also share whether I think it's worth the $1,000 plus price tag. So when you unbox this thing, the first thing you'll notice is it's not light, but it's also not heavy, just sturdy. At 79 inches long and 24 inches wide, this is a full body mat. It's made up of layers of copper coils, heating elements, and also crystals inside of it. Now, when you get the mat itself, you'll also see a wired controller, obviously the power cables, and then a manual, which you probably won't need because it's that easy to set up. Setup is plug and play. Unfold everything, controller into the mat into the wall, done. From there, you can set PEMF frequencies from 1 to 99 Hertz. And then you can also set infrared heat from 103 to 159 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the timer shuts the device off or on automatically depending on how long you want to use it. Like I said, it's simple enough that even if you skip the manual, you'll eventually figure it out quite easily. If you're new here, I'm Cam. I test out recovery and wellness tools to figure out what actually works and not just sounds good in theory. I try to cut out the fluff and just give you the stuff that's worth your time. So what's actually happening here? PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. It sends gentle pulses into your body. These pulses can be set at different frequencies. In this case, 1 to 99 Hertz. Different settings influence different things. For example, circulation, recovery, stress response, and even overall cellular function. Then you've got infrared heat. That's deep, sauna-like warmth that penetrates your muscles and loosens things up. Most mats do one or the other. This one stacks them together. So you're getting a recovery signal and you're also getting a relaxation signal at the same time. So what does it feel like to actually use this PEMF device? First of all, I mainly used it for PEMF alone. That's where I noticed the biggest effect. The heat is a nice add-on, loosens you up, but it can get hot very quickly. So if you don't want to sweat, you'll probably turn it off like I did most of the time. Most of my sessions were just on the couch, mid-afternoon. After the first few uses, like most people would agree, you lay there, you're not even sure what's happening. However, the heat, you feel that right away. But the PEMF side is a little bit more subtle. Now, by the second week and onwards, I started to notice a difference, meaning that wired stress loop that I usually hit around midday slowly felt like it had reduced now, and I now had an off switch. What that means is I was recovering faster, and in this case, it was mainly mentally. Keep in mind, PEMF can also be used for lingering soreness, pain reduction, but the biggest thing I took away was the mental reset. 20 minutes on this mat, and I felt calmer, less jittery, and ready to start the second half of my day. Here's a fact that gives this protocol even more credibility. See, PEMF was originally approved by the FDA for healing fractures, serious bone injuries that just don't mend on their own. So when you're laying on the mat like this, you're not just using another random wellness tool. You're actually tapping into technology that started in hospitals, and now it's being adapted for recovery and stress at home. So here's what I like the most. PEMF plus heat combination. The versatility is great. Some days you want both, some days you just want One, all of them are in the same device. And then also the timer shut off. The sessions end automatically, which means you don't have to babysit the device or anything like that. And then the build quality. The stitching and the materials feel premium. The surface that you lay down on is actually very soft and comfortable. And then also the mental reset. Like I mentioned, you will get benefits for pain relief, even sleep, if you choose the right frequency. But more than that, this gave me more calm and focus. And now we're on to the quirks. The heat sometimes auto starts. So when you power the device on, the heat turns on as well, kicks in. It's not a big deal, but once in a while, it just gets a little annoying. And then the size and weight. See, this device absolutely folds up, but it's still a little bit bulky. I would not consider it or categorize it as a travel-friendly recovery device. And we're talking about on the plane here. And then the price. Most PEMF mats, including this one, start off at $1,000 and onwards. It's not cheap, but if you view it as an investment, like I usually say, and then there's so many tools out there, so the technology is getting better. So you might as well just take advantage. And then we also have time commitment. 20 to 30 minutes isn't bad in my opinion, but if you hate slowing down or you just can't make the effort to be consistent, it will take you forever to get any benefits that are worthwhile. So who is actually going to love this PEMF mat? If you get that wired, restless feeling halfway through your day like me, or if you're going through periods in life with just high stress levels, this can absolutely help. Also, if you train or work out and soreness lingers longer than you'd like, PEMF therapy will help ease you into that recovery state. And then if you're also dealing with pain-related issues, PEMF can help. But I will say this is obviously not medical advice. For anything that is severe, it's always best to see your doctor. But if you're looking for a quick, dramatic fix, this device might disappoint you because the changes are subtle, they build up over time, and not everyone is patient enough to wait. So breaking everything down, here's how I would score it. Ease of use, 9 out of 10. Comfort, I'll give it a 7. Effectiveness, definitely an 8 because it works. Build quality, also an 8 because of the material used. Portability, probably a 6 because you won't travel with it. Versatility, 8 out of 10. Price, 6 or 7 depending on who you are. And then science-backed, 9 out of 10 because it is proven. And then consistency needed, I just threw that in there because you do have to be consistent. So the final verdict, the UTK, PEMF, and infrared mat isn't for everyone, but if you want reliable ways to calm your nervous system down, loosen tension, and speed up recovery, it's one of the better at-home recovery tools that I've tried. I'll drop the details in the description for you to check it out. And now I also want to hear from you. Have you tried PEMF before? Do you think the combination with infrared is worth it or maybe overkill? Or if you're curious about anything else, drop your comments and thoughts below. And if you want more grounded reviews on recovery and wellness tools, make sure to hit the subscribe button and I'll catch you on the next one.